One more. If I hear one more story about Anna Nicole's body, I'm just going to go crazy. Straight up, bury that lady. And send that baby to Maury so he can find out who's the pappy, because frankly, I don't give a shit. And all this talk about this dead porn star's body daily has made me abandon cable TV lately. And maybe it's just me, but maybe she'd be a little bit more important if this was entertainment TV, but this is Fox 13, ABC, and C-SPAN. Then they want to get you to highlight clips in on ESPN. Meanwhile, Sudanese kids get hit with M16 rounds for no apparent reason. But for one reason, they don't make CNN. And that's because the report the suffering of Africans is only worth knowing for those profiting. That's why Homeland Security gets documents on where Bin Laden has been from Sudan's government. All in exchange for turning their heads to the mass graves and punishment. That's why they use your news time at 8, 5, and 10 gossiping about what Britney's barber did, or what a baby father said about him getting custody of them kids. But you don't get no information how the U.S. Marines be gunning down Iraqi kids. And them folks in Washington can pretend it's not happening, but it is. That's why I'm going to fill you in. Here goes your newscast. Newsflash. Internationally, nationally, state and locally, poverty is in your forecast. And it's a strong chance of cowards reigning in power. And Kim Jong-il in North Korea is not a nuclear threat, he's a problem. And George Bush Jr. don't want to sit down and talk to and resolve him, so he might just bomb us. That means any day now. Your Washington, Columbia can be the new Hiroshima. See, they're confusing news with interviewing this black rapper dude and him saying the president don't care about black people, like black people running around here caring about black people. News is the fact that your president is not getting criticized by these so-called UN leaders after Katrina. News is the fact that only teachers in Florida and Texas got to teach an FCAT test while George and Jeb's brother own rights with grading procedures. News is the fact that they cannot explain Egypt and the pyramids were built by blacks, not a bunch of Arabian people. News is the fact that your U.S. Constitution wasn't written to include enslaved people, so that descendants of African and Indians are not mentioned as the men that created equal. News is the facts that people use to choose their stance. It is not entertainment. Why I got to use my 10 o'clocks for entertainment? But quickly let me say this, and let me make this personal for those in range to take this personal. If knowledge is power and reading is fundamental, it explains why we're such a weak people. We don't arm ourselves through reading, so we got to rely on their teachings. But use your reasoning. Why would the evening news tell you about Anna Nicole's body over human rights abuse? Because they know if you knew, you dig a little deeper to find the truth. And if you found the truth, you might just put them civil rights to use. So they use the nightly news to lullaby you, rocking you to sleep while they scheme and cut scenes. That's why they call this the American dream. Because America dreams while real news occurs. As far as I'm concerned, put that bitch on a t-shirt and mourn. Casket or urn. Let that family deal with that tragedy. News, stay mad at me because I'm spitting this real news is happening.